And we live with it. With microphone. Okay. So we just gotta move it. That should be wow. Okay. It immediately got a little louder.
Wait a minute. I gotta say a little louder, please. Okay, you do yours. Let me see what yours is.
A little louder now.
Oh, that's louder now. Let me tell y'all a song. Let me tell you about a place I know. To get in, you gotta be Cleveland. Cleveland Clark is where we go. Right around the Cleveland. And right across the clock. Shooting threes and making my knees and everybody knocking me to the ground. Hey, hey.
It's called the Caitlin.
It's the Caitlin.
It's the Caitlin Club.
Caitlin Clark.
It's the Caitlin Club.
WNBA. WNBA. Okay, Women's National Basketball Association Company, LLC, MIC, KEOUSMI, Mickey Dog. Okay, boogity boogity, and keep it moving. Now, today's theme is don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. The name, huh?
I know that ain't how you start your video.
Well, I done already started my part. How you gonna start your part?
You start the video.
Okay, well, how we gonna start?
Start the video right if you start.
Okay, then I tell you right now. Video.
Welcome back to another episode of Now and Then.
Now and Then. Okay, I got you.
We are your hosts. Ike on the 808.
And I'm Willie J.
There we go.
And what we gonna talk about today?
WNBA.
WNBA.
Now you
all around the mulberry bush just to get to the center. And you know how many licks it take to get to the center of a center?
Let me tell you.
When you find out
that.
Huh?
They did that experiment.
I did too. I tell you, I just licking them like a.
Yeah, man, you ain't got.
Oh yeah, you start off with one lick, one, and then three. You know, cause you knew, and then you got something. What we used to do, we get about 10 of our buddies, all us lick the same one. See, and you get licking for a while, you get tired, you pass it to the other. Now everybody's hands wasn't clean, because we was out there riding bicycles. So the little piece of the paper got wet and it would get dirty. But we still just lick, and then it get to the point to where right on the top where the actual lollipop was, by being heavier, and you done been licking in the water and the paper done got wet, it bent down. So now it's kind of like that. But it didn't matter enough. We still would then lick it and get to the other. And after we was boys. We used to chew each other's gum too. Yeah, until it started breaking up. That was I don't know what happened, but
you don't know what happened. It went through all y'all mouths. What you mean you don't know what happened? It's got accent. It's got accent.
Yeah, but that gum got to the point where it started breaking up into little pieces. You know, we was like, maybe we need to stop doing this. So, you know, we curtailed that. We stopped. But there was a while, man. You know, because first of all, we supposed to be talking about the WNBA, but I got to mention this about that bazooka bubble gum. That's the reason why everybody got cavities now, because bazooka just tore your teeth right up.
That bubble, that bubblelicious,
bubblelicious,
that double bubble, that stuff,
bubble gum
that came in that little wrapper.
Yeah,
that stuff, concrete.
All right, so anyway, we done talked about that. The WNBA is they have to look at themselves, okay? And let me say that before we get started. There's always a disclaimer. We are professional fans. What that means, we show up at the game if they cheat. Okay, you know, like when they drop back down to $10 a seat like they are now, because y'all got rid of your cash cow. We ain't gonna talk about that because that's still very sore to some people. That's tender. But y'all got rid of it. So anyway, now the seat down to 10 so we can show up. So we shows up at the game and we talk, and I might throw something on you, and you ain't supposed to say nothing. So you a professional, just like I am. That's how I look at it. Now, of course, if you do throw something on somebody or throw some lemonade on somebody, you're going to get your ass whooped. But them boys don't play, especially if you throw it on somebody like Shaq. You don't think he'd whoop your ass?
Yeah, but this is the WNBA.
Oh, that's right.
We not the NBA.
Well, I think Brittany can come out and snatch you up. I can see me fighting, trying to hit that head, and I windmill her.
See, you got to windmill folk like that.
I windmill her.
You can't fight nobody.
Honey, I would fight her just like I'm a windmill.
You can't fight nobody that big that just. No.
Okay, so anyhow, so what's the controversy that they're having in the WNBA?
Don't really know. We got Angel Reese supposedly suspended or getting suspended, lifetime ban. Actually, is the words that they use, lifetime ban,
whatever that means.
She can't never come back.
Well, unless she's in a group. Now, she can't come back as a band because they banned them. So that she can't be in no kind of band. But as a group, she can come back groupie. She can come back as a group, can't she?
Anyway,
okay. So I guess she can.
Being banned from the league for steroid use, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't even really know if she used them yet. So some sources say yes, most of them say no.
Well, here's what
got rid of her, I guess, because of the fact of speculation.
And this is what we know on Now and Then. That's this. Now, they get rid of your ass for steroid use, and back then they get rid of you. Now, if she haven't used anything and everybody been coming out saying she used it, the people that's out saying she's using it that's got liable, businesses or whatever, and they reporting their stuff and it's wrong, this girl gonna sue somebody. Don't you think?
Well, maybe she should, but if she ain't got the right people talking behind her or with her, she ain't gonna do it.
I hope she got the right people then, because
not gonna do it. She needs to. Sure, she definitely would need to. But
where's Johnny Cochran when you need him? Well, he did. But
doing what Johnny Cochran was doing.
They did
that last year.
They liked it.
There we go. That's him. That's him in his latest.
That's how he looked.
His latest case for him, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But we got some footage. Just gonna have this play in the background a little bit while we talking to you about our dearest.
Now this is the one
darling.
About. Now which one? This is our darling.
This is just
Caitlin.
Just know these are highlights. So
we're kind of like
continue our conversation about the WNBA.
But what I'm saying, who's playing? Okay, our girl, the WNBA. Go ahead.
Caitlin Clark. Okay, we still want to know as far as the money. Okay, because they done offered her a few different hundreds.
See,
hundreds of millions.
That's what I'm hearing.
Not thousands, y'all. Hundreds of millions.
See, and this is another thing, speculation. Because first of all, it was like 40 million or something that they supposedly offered her, and then it went up to 70. And then last I heard, like he said, man, it was $100 million.
And they just came out with a new number, I think, today, this morning, or it was last night that they figured it out. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still. The girl needs she gonna get paid.
Well,
she gonna get paid.
I'm gonna tell you something. If all of this is just a gimmick to make money, it's damn good. Because if they set this whole thing up to have all of this controversy to bring to the WNBA in order to boost it, because we've been talking about the WNBA now for what, about 3 months or whatever. I mean, just constantly. And I mean, people talking about it now that never talked about it before. You understand? And so being professional fans like we are, don't forget that. A lot of y'all be wanting us to say, well, you ain't never played I ain't never played no basketball. I ain't played it in high school. I didn't play it in grade school. And I didn't play it in college. Same thing with football. Same thing with badminton, baseball, all of the balls. Only balls I played with was the tennis balls. I know what you thought, but it's close. Now, tennis I used to pick them up and throw them at folk because you could get that curve when you throw them. But other than that, we professional fans. Just want you to bring that back up before we go. Because see, people will be talking about, well, what y'all play? Nothing.
Everything.
And then everything. Almost everything.
I played basketball.
I couldn't play rugby.
I tried to play rugby. I played ultimate frisbee.
Mm-mm.
I played, I couldn't get down with the badminton. I don't know how to do that. I still don't. That you talking about?
Yeah, you got the badminton is finesse, and most people don't. You got to be finesse. You can't just go into it and be slamming it because
I was trying.
No, you just got to hit it. Just imagine you taking and hitting the back end of your lady. You're gonna boom. It's just like that. Boom.
But it's
or your man.
But it's what you got. But it's got a cork on the front and feathers on the back.
It's a birdie.
But anyway, y'all.
And you have to actually imagine that when you hit it, you have to imagine it tweeting. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
No, you don't. Okay.
You don't have Wnba. Okay. That's the Wnba. So we're not sure where the rumors got started.
Not sure.
But when you look up and Google this stuff, you get all kinds of answers.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if this girl is not on steroids and they making this up and she's not in on it, then there's going to be some problems because they're saying that these people, that they suing her, that her team is suing her too. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but that would be crazy. That'd be kind of crazy because you putting your team into a light that they didn't really expect to be in.
Well, they saying that her misconduct caused them to lose the playoffs. So that's what they're saying.
Misconduct caused them to lose the playoffs.
Well, they're saying because she was,
Reese has had a fairly impressive rookie season, but
all the controversy that caused them to be able not to be able to play the game like they should. I don't know what they're trying to say.
I can tell you one thing. These people here that analyze and critique the game of any sport.
The professionals.
Yeah, the professional sports.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly believe that if somebody is being messed with, they're supposed to protect their merchandise, which are these girls here. And when you come out and have situations like steroid use, team wanting to sue you because of misconduct, something needs to be solidified so you can be able to go back and tell something, some type of evidence. You can't just run around and just be like, okay, so yeah, we're just gonna keep pointing these fingers.
Well, see, when you hear the thing that I find interesting, as men, when you talk about these particular things, you have to be careful because it's easy to get you caught up. They'll start, making it look like you bullying or whatever. But see, when these females talk about each other, they really be telling it how it is. And one of the things that you find out is that there's too much of that whole thing going on, feminine thing going on in the whole WNBA. And these girls are bitching and bickering back and forth at each other, just like they would if you just put them together. They're just not playing well in the sandbox. It's just all it is. And I don't think there's nothing you can do about it. I just think it's the nature of the beast. So the women will tell you the truth about what they really feel about what's going on. And the men are going to always talk about the truth, but we can't just step right on it because, it makes us look bad or they'll put us in a bad light.
See, but it's how we.
More women need to speak up.
It's how we react to it after, because especially when it comes to the male speculation of if they've been using steroids or anything, they'll hint at it. They'll say something about it. They'll probably suspend them for a few games so they really get a real, a factual answer whether they have been or haven't been. Then they usually decide off of that whether they're going to continue to let the person play or if it's false, they'll continue to let them play, but they've already ruined reputation up until that point. Because
and that's the one thing that they definitely
false.
That's what's happening with this is because allowing all this stuff to happen. If they don't suspend this chick, then they're gonna have a problem, and then if they suspend her, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So either way, you can't win. But the thing is, we always know when there's things going on in the organization, somebody knows what's happening because somebody is talking. It's just that people wasn't listening. And so they done implicated her coach too.
Everybody knows.
They said her coach is one of the ones that knew about it, and the coach knew something because you come in there in the morning and you, hey, hi, how you doing, man? and stump the flow like a horse. You know something. You taking steroids. Listen, that's the old joke. You come in and you sound like a horse. I don't know what that meant. That's just something. I didn't pick it up in journalist school because I ain't no journalist. Professional fan, baby.
So she's been, at this point, she's banned from the WNBA until they probably release or lift that off of her. But they got to figure out if it's true or not. We need to figure out.
Man, by now, if they ain't figured it out.
No, they know, but I mean us. Because once the public knows, then they'll make a final decision on how they're going to go about.
Well, they've already been telling us, so we just got to assume that what they're telling us is true.
Yeah, but they're telling us that she's banned right now because of the use of steroids. But I don't think they're sure if she's using them or not. Now I know they talking about putting the coach in there, but I just want to see the Snapple facts for myself.
Yeah, but who you gonna believe? I mean, because
if they already saying it, all they got to do is just come out and say it again.
Well, I mean, they already been saying it all over Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all the other places that the outlets that they got, they've been reporting this stuff. So, like I said, if they wrong, whoever started it, y'all getting ready to get sued. But I don't think they wrong. I think they probably telling the truth.
Most times you never really know because they be.
Well, competition make people do a lot of things, man. And if they're competitive and they real competitive, then they'll do that. They'll shoot up, you know.
Yeah, most of them will.
I don't know how often I'll be wanting to do that though.
What?
I don't know.
What, needles?
Yeah, man. And heck with that.
No, I'm not trying to do that at all. If I can avoid it. Like, no.
And see, and I don't even, and any of y'all out there that know how it works, I don't know. I don't know, do they shoot up one time and it just works, or do they continuously
shoot up more than one? It's steroids. So you gotta use it as a
supplement.
Yeah. So like for her, if it's an endurance booster, you do it before.
Yeah, but they said she was doing the endurance booster and she was.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, if you're doing that, you do the game. So that's a shot before the game, 2 shots before the game. And depending on how hard of a workout it is.
Yeah, but who's doing the shooting and then they're shooting in the booty? The booty shooting in the back. That's what I would have been involved in. Cause everybody y'all want you want some steroid, I gotta loosen it. You know, you got to be nice and loose before
you not
the steroid.
You not.
We just talking about how they administering this stuff.
No. Talk about these women like that on the platform. Probably keeping us up in that. I was really good with that. Calm down a little bit. Okay. You got Jesus. All right. Look, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel too. Don't forget.
See, like I said, you can't be honest. You can't just say what's on your mind, because if you do, everybody think you got your mind on somebody else's back part. Ain't so much of that. But I like when he was in that Global Award when the lady, now what, this ain't WNBA.
You said the Global?
It was a Global Award.
Oh, the Global Award.
And they were supposed to be giving out the globes. And so it was a woman and a male, and she said, I got really great tone for something. And he said, you got some good globes too. And I thought that fit real well, but you can't say that no more. You have to call them reconstruction surface. Your reconstruction surface. Not bad. Nice job.
And see, if this was like
California.
Oh,
Chicago.
Never. When did Anchorman?
And let me tell you,
wait a minute, said something then.
Let me tell you about these. Now, you fools that's in Springfield still in sign, Kamala Harris sign. So I wish we're gonna put a video up with the Kamala Harris thing. And what it is, they were still in there and stole about 300 signs. So before they got to that number, some people say, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put a tracking device in our signs. So a few of them got together and put the little thing in there, right? And they tracked it to these little young white guys. And they looking all stupid. So they called the police on them. They had a trunk full of these signs. So the police told us, you know how much them signs cost? He said them signs is worth from $10 to $20. So you add the number. He said, he said, what y'all thought was a prank. He said, y'all done went over grand larceny.
Mm-hmm. He said, so almost $3,000 to $4,000 worth of merchandise.
He told them that. Yeah. He said, and you know what? Y'all got to go down.
You going to?
And they come up, but we just no, we ain't trying to hear that. What you was just doing, white boy. Because you should have left other people. Because he said not only that, he said, for each one of these signs, we're going to charge you for trespass. He said, because we know you went into somebody else's yard to get them. So
that's even worse.
They're gonna make
not just trespass.
See, they got all that nonsense going on,
and they getting
up in Springfield because these two people that's running for a high office wanted to lie about these people and state that they was eating dogs and cats and geese, all this nonsense. But anyways, back to the WNBA. Hopefully, ladies, we'll all get this together. Now, they said Sherrod Brown, or was it the other one that they stand, the one we voted for, Marino, that he allowed transsexuals, men to play in female. I ain't never seen as such. And so that ain't going on. That's a good thing. Because I ain't heard nothing like that about basketball. So they ain't trying to infiltrate that. So thank God for that.
Only thing that I know that they was, I guess that they were talking about at one point in time, but that was like 2 years ago, a year ago maybe, 2 years ago. That's UFC though.
Oh yeah, but they said that they did the UFC is what they was.
She was in the UFC and whooped in. Then they went and found medical records.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up. They knew already, but I'm gonna tell you something else too. Them girls knew that wasn't no regular woman because they had done fought women. They knew they said that woman stronger than extra strong, and then they could see how she was throwing folk around.
Talking about you hitting people.
Knocking folk out. They were like, nah, this ain't no regular woman here. This woman got something behind her. And then you go look at her records. She born with a couple of dewdrops. Because you can't say the name on YouTube because they
Why do you keep saying the name?
I didn't say it. I said
I know, but I'm saying, why do you want to say that?
I'm too clever not to say it. So I just, call them dewdrops. And you know what I'm talking about.
Every time.
That call gets me too because it just goes
It's not, I don't even know what timer it's on. Like a 15-second joint that it shows by.
I don't know.
But it be back there though, y'all. It be back there. There you go.
There you go.
Boogity.
Here you come.
Boogity.
Yeah. And he ain't wearing no clothes. Oh, yes, they call him the streets. He like to take off, show off his physique.
I gotta get that. I want that down. I get that.
Okay, we'll find it. It's just a whistling sound.
And then like a upshot.
A weasel. It's a name.
It's a type of
that one that go weird.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's got a name. It's got a name.
Like a pull whistle or
Listen, when you see the video, we always tell people like it, but you want to also just let it run.
Share the video.
Yeah, share the video, and then just let it play. Go in the next room and do what you got to do, and just let it play. That's what we tell people because sometimes the videos be long. Sit down there for 15 minutes. because people got things to do. But let it play in the background.
People be out there watching Netflix.
Yeah, if you can watch Harry